Are you still here, Keith? I'm sorry. Oh yes. Are you still here, Keith?
Keith? I'm sorry. Oh yes. Are you still here? Keith? I'm sorry. Oh yes.
So yeah, hopefully you can hear me. And I was hoping to say how are you doing, Keith, and also Ghosty Faz, and tell me that there's no volume. So how are you doing, Ghosty Faz? So by the way, I'm just doing a research for the chess fresh exchange. Yes, got you now. Very good, Keith. Very good, Keith. So I'm gonna be researching the freshest fast exchange variation for 2 hours for this variation in particular. So basically, I go around the whole year looking at variations of the same opening for this freshest fast exchange. So I don't know if you carried the, let's say, the jump at the very beginning. So let's do this one. But I'm reaching for 1 year. But the Fresh Fest is my favorite opening of all time. But a lot of people, other people, they say I don't like the Fresh Fest because exchange variation is so boring. But I want to cure it. I'll be the only guy in the world that'll be doing a research project for 1 year about a single variation, and I'll be the first one and necessary one to have it be for the cure of all Fresh Effects Exchange players. So that'll be my goal and my thesis, things like that. So I'm doing the state line and bishop is 3. Let's say it's A3 there, queen E7. So now white goes. Is there any games? Is the end line? No, there's no games. It's like A3 move is like hardly anybody plays it. So G4 looks natural. Bishop E6, and white goes where? Bishop E5. Okay. Now black goes Bishop Queen E6, castles. It's debating between the moves, so let's have it research. So things like that. Yeah. How was your day, Keith? This morning, rather. How are your morning? Castles? Okay, castles queenside. That's possible. But I'm just looking at the Leela moves. And Castle queenside is not even the top 5 or 4. Let's see if I go additional. Mm. So for some reason, Leela thinks is really bad. Castle queenside. For some reason, Castle queenside is really bad. Let's see why. If a Castle queenside. I says, oh, okay. You know why? Knight e5. Knight e5 comes into play. This is really bad for black. That's why, Keith, we can't castle queenside. It's early here on the west coast, and they got my coffee. Yeah, that's not helpful. That's helpful for you. Yeah, so for yourself, it's like 6:50. So that's really early. That's really early. So that's very early. So queen e6, castles. If a castle, it would be doing the same 95, but I can move away and I don't care about the double pawns. But let's have it dwell on thing. What's better? Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, we tried it, Keith. We tried it, and now we know why. 95 is going to be having the pawns around the king. It'll be weak, and that'll be not good. To have the king be behind the weak pawns, that'll be not good. And we now know why. We did the research, and we had let's say a slap in the face. Says we can't do that. We do something else. But it's debating between queen e6 and castles. So the moves that Leela likes, and also knight e4. This one and knight e4, and then castles. There's 3 moves. Oh, also queen d6. There's debates between 4 moves: queen d6, queen e6, castles, and knight e4. So let's get Leela some time to think about what is the best approach here, and let's have it do the best move. All right. So that's patience. Research is patience. So You don't want to rush it. All right, let's do this one and see what Leela thinks is the best move. As the debate, it's like now I have the edge up for queen e6. Maybe the queen e6 is the pin the bishop on. Well, it's debatable. I think that I'd rather myself, for intuition's sake, maybe castles is good, but queen six is also line knight e5. Let's see the trail. How how does it go? So queen six, knight e5, knight e4, f3, queen knight c3, bishop c3, c6. Let's have it be more scattered. So taking c6, queen e2, knight d5, knight b5. Oh, this is ugly. This is really ugly. And therefore, with that being said, I am out. I don't like this move. I'll go castles because this line is really garbage to me. My eyes, knight b5 doesn't belong. Doesn't belong. Sorry, Lila. I don't believe in your knight b5 shenanigans. Yeah, knight b5 is really bad to my view. So that's why I'm not going to do that for the research. And it's like, knight b5? We're such as a knight b5? No, we're not doing that. All right, let's see what does white can do things like more lenient. Go castles. This knight e5 was more pressing. Let's do knight e5 because it's making sense. Why do this bishop b5 with not knight b5 first? And this is the point. This is the point. Queen 6, queen e8, queen d6. There's a lot of queen moves. Which is the best? So let's Leela think. There's a lot of things doing. Let's give Leela some time and grace and just choose between the things. Human versus computer thought? Yeah, exactly. So I have to sometimes wrangle the supercomputer saying, you can't do this because the humans will play this. The humans will be saying, huh? I don't want to play this one anymore. So that's why I come in. I just give the human touch. It's like, okay, people are they're gonna be running in the streets like, I don't really like this one. The Fresh Offense is dead. That's not gonna. I'm going to prevent that one. So my side will be preventing the PR revolting and riots. So it'll be my job to make sure that they don't do that. All right, let's do it. All right, Queen 7 is going to edge Queen 7, but this pawn is taking twice, right? Okay, castle's 97. It's weird that they don't take the pawn on c6. Maybe there's something here that's taking on. C6 is not good. I don't see why not. So let's do this one. Take on C6, take on C6, knight to C6. What's the problem? Queen to 6, knight E5. It's like you're dealing with being down a pawn, and I don't like that. I don't like it, you know. Oh, this one. There's no defense of this one. This one. F6, okay. Knight G6 takes her. And castle. F5, okay, this is really good. So. This is nice, but the point is knight E4. What about queen D3? What about the other move? Oh, knight takes F2. Oh, this is nice. Knight takes F2. Ah, the king takes there. The problem is we go takes on D3. Aha. That's why we don't do that. There's no other way to defend the pawn. So this is a really scrappy thing to do. And then go C4 is last resort. Let's make it main line C4. But still, black has some edge. Black has some edge. F6. Take on G6. They go C5. We go Queen E7. Castles. It's like I think that this is one a little bit too eccentric. This one, too eccentric. So let's go back. I don't think I like this Queen E7 version simply because black will be in distrust a little bit, in my view. But this is also like, in the sense official, being official. Maybe this is actually good enough. This one, Rookie one. Rookie one. Like Queen E1 is not going to be played. Rookie one. F5. Okay. So black is clearly better. All right. So that's puts the rest of this variation. So save it for my record's sake. So let's go back. So apparently this one, okay, this continue from here. A through, let's see, at the very beginning. So so we had something that is like continued from here. Oh, this one, yep. So we do no longer have to worry about things like this. So okay, so maybe they don't. Okay, these are the moves. Castles, castle knight b1. Okay, knight b1 has to be talked about. Knight b1. All right. Let's have Leela stew on this one. What about knight b1? Sometimes I've seen people that are very, let's say, opening memorization gurus. They spend too much time on certain variations. They look at moves like move 20. They know all the computer moves because they spend all their day to the research things like that. And they are also they have good memories. They have to see it once and they just remember and recall it in a game. So I played against those guys before, and I want to just be prepared for those guys to come back again. So everyone is a typical, let's say, memorizing engine line moves. So how do we combat this one is the question. So let's have a think. Let's have a think. Yep. Yep, exactly. French exchange. Yep. How are you doing, long-legged? Long-legged. So how are you doing? Hopefully doing well. So yeah, today we're talking about the knight c3 variation. So just recap for our friend long-legged. We're talking about e4, e6, d4, d5, and that's my favorite opening of all time, the French defense. But a lot of people of all levels, they think, okay, I'm not going to play the French defense because exchange variation is so boring, and I don't have any fun. But I'm doing 1 year of research to saying, okay, you can have fun and don't worry about these things because I'll show you a way after a year of research and how black can try to play for the win in every single conceivable major variation. So this is what I'm talking about. This knight b1 is a computer move. It makes some sense. It wants to do c3 and knight d2 and having some rerouting with knights. So, but now we're gonna have Leela, the supercomputer. It's basically a little sister about the supercomputer that demolished Stockfish, Alpha Zero. This is his little sister, Leela, but neural networks and strong. Kappa would play the Queen D7. Yeah, Queen D7. Let's see. Queen D7 is not. So the third move. The third move is below Bishop B6 and also Rook E8. But it's the third move, so let's give it more time. It's like a Capablanca move, or maybe not. Let's see. I like Capablanca as my favorite classical chess player, but let's see what Lita thinks. Yeah, a little bit more research, and that's gonna be give me more like 30 more seconds, and I'll just play the move. 30 more seconds and play the move. All right. All right. All right, back to this one. 37, Bishop 6. Well, in this the spirit of being consistent, maybe 27 is not so bad, but Lula is actually edging towards Rook E8, so let's do Rook E8. Maybe Queen D7 later. Rook E8, C3 is a point of this Knight B1 move. Bishop B6, the blocking E5 entrance. Let's say Knight B2. This is all the whole point of Knight B1. Now let's heavily think. It says Knight E4, but trading again. I don't think so. Let's see. Let's have a think. Let's have a think. Okay. All right, Lula is really liking Knight E4 compared to any other moves. Let's see what happens. Rook E1 is a move that likes it. Also Queen B3. Queen B3 is a move. It's attacking two pawns, B7 and D5. That's a move to think about. So how do we respond to that? Queen B3 is a strong move. It says I don't care about the pawns because this is also like tactic. This is like this one is a discover attack on the queen. Take there, and queen takes D5, and they lose a queen. But that's for another day. So, but this is the serious chess. We don't expect your opponent to blunder their queens. So this is not research. If we do this one, we don't expect them to purposely lose their queen. Botez gambit the game. That'll be not good. So let's have a think. Let's have a think. What is the best response to queen b3? Rook b8. Maybe rook b8. So this is a move. Rook b8. a6. bishop g6 is the main move. Okay, so saying that bishop on d3 is not defended, so why not technically take care of that? Makes sense to me. So if they go bishop g6 and they go bishop b1, it makes our annotated arrows aiming at that bishop. So we have bishop b1. Okay. Let's see. What does it think about now here? Let's save again, just for record's sake. Okay. Let's get some time and just have a research. Black light squares if they take an a4. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right, Keith. But do they? The question is, do they? So researching if they don't take, but then we can maybe go back and say, what did they do take an e4? What is the consequences for them? What's the problem? What's the problem? And let's find out how do we punish the taking e4. Some people take because they can take, like they think it's checkers, not chess. But we'll see this line first, and we'll just go back to that tiny bit later. Queen b5, there's knight 5, b6. Knight 5 is like knight in the room is grim. Why do this is the question. Maybe just hoping to eat c4, maybe. Mm-hmm. Okay. Queen 2. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Why is this even a move? So knight 5, queen a4 now, c6, takes an e4, takes an e4, knight c4, d4, knight c5, queen bishop c7. Well, what if they go b4 though? What if they go b4? Just winning? Why do queen c2? Why do queen c2 just do b4 and they win a piece, right? I don't want to know what is the point of this. So they go b4. What is the purpose? What b5? Oh, b5. Okay, b5. Oh, it takes an e5. Okay, it takes an e5. Oh, then we go to e4. Okay, this is the point. This is the point. But it's knight versus bishop, and we have really b5. We go taking b5. b5. It's I don't know if I like this. I don't like it. I don't like it personally. So my human taste says I don't like it. Speaking my thoughts. My thoughts is I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. So let's go back. So knight e5. Well, thank you for your time, but I don't like this. I don't want to buy your pitch. It's a move. We looked at it, and we just got a bad taste in our mouths. At least I did. Up upon. We're up upon that variation. We're up upon. Really, we're up upon. If we are up upon, then that's more sensitive. So this one. Trade. We take this pawn. We're not up a pawn. If you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6 versus 6, not up a pawn, Keith. It might be up a pawn for Oh, what do you think actually you mean? No, yeah. Okay. I thought that was like, oh, this is compensation because we have a pawn. We have an extra pawn. We have something to play for. But no. We have even material, and we have to navigate this knight versus bishop end game, middle game, and it's not my cup of tea. I want to have clear vision to win. Uh, don't have like second guesses for things. This is a second guessing first, so we just do something else. Like Queen D7 looks actually sensible. Like let's try this one. Queen D7. Uh, Knight C4. What? Let's do Ricky one first. Knight C4 is insane, but let's do it like as a move. They take on E4 is no variation. Takes on E4. Takes on E4. Oh, the bishop. Taking E4 with a bishop. A ride. Knight D2. But what if it takes an E4? What's the problem with this one? No variation. Takes an E4. Knight D2. Right? Knight E5. Again, they love Knight E5 for some odd reason. So maybe if we look at deep or this Queen D7 line, okay, let's see if they go. Let's say if they delete this line, Queen D7, delete the line. So where is this one? So delete line, variation. All right. So this let's look at this deeper. So after this one, what does black do? So we need a Queen C8, of course, defend the B pawn and knight. Bishop before, defend the pawn. How do we get some advantage edge? So a6 is actually a good move. Just make the queen go away from this aggressive b5 square. Let's say queen b1. Queen b4 is also prudent. Let's do b5 before. Queen c6, more aggressively posted. Rook a b1, tag the pawn, but it's b5 simply. a4. a4. I'm using a4 simply, so that's why we don't do this. We do rook fd1. This makes sure it's more like promotion variations. Okay, queen b7. Oh no. We're talking about rook fd1. Rook fd1. This one. All right, this one. So making it main line. Make it main. Oh, hold on. Hold the fort. This one make it promoting for main line. So save. a6 to make some left. Rook ac8. I think that rook ac8 makes more sense. Rook d4. Okay. Maybe doubling up and attacking the pawn. More pressure. a6. a6 makes sense. Oh, a6 makes sense. Rook e1. Attacking the pawn twice. e3. E3. Really? Okay. e3. e3. Taking e3. Knight to g5. Okay. Makes sense. What if they do other line f3? What's the point of this? We go a5. a5 or e6. Let's lead the debate. And if we do this one, it puts to rest this knight e5 junk. It puts to rest knight e5 junk. And that's true. Two isos for him. Yeah, that's truth. I'm trying to make sure that we can capitalize this. Just to make sure that we're not just better. We have a winning plan. Trying to play for the win. So we can put this rest like that. Can be happy to play this way and just try to play for the win. Attempt to play for the win and have fun. So, but yeah. So for example, schedules for myself, I'll be doing this another time for Sunday at 1 p.m. New York time, which is actually for no, it's like for you West Coast. That'll be that'll be 10 a.m. Pacific time. So 10 a.m. Pacific time. That'll be for Sunday. Aditya, hey, nice to see you. First Offense is one of my favorite. Great going with analysis. I'm following it. Yeah, yeah. So basically, for Aditya, just know that in January 2026, the next year, the beginning of next year, I'll be having a freebie of all lines, all the, let's say, all the, this video recordings, but all lines of the PGN files about the Defense Exchange trying to play for black for the win, and all lines, every single possible conceivable variation. There'll be the, let's say, the notion for the whole year to look at every single major line, and this is like, here you go. If you're, if I'm not just trying to dunk on Gukas, the Indian grandmaster that won the world champion, but if Ding Liren had this research in hand for his team, then he could be still possibly still the world champion because he can beat against Gukesh twice in the French defense. Then Gukesh is like, I'm not going to play against the French defense again because if I lose the French defense exchange version, then what hope is there for me? So, but a lot of people, grandmasters and newbies, they don't like the French defense because the exchange version is so boring. But I'll be here to saying, not so fast. There's lines here that we can play for the win. That's my whole year of research to prove it. Nobody has ever done that in any time ever. I'll be the first one, and people are flocking to my, let's say, freebie. It's like, I want it. I want it now. I want to hear this exchange variation curse, and yeah, that will be my thesis. So let's see what to do. Is okay. So this, they go Queen B6. It makes no sense to me. Queen B6. Why do we do this queen move? Queen G6. A5. A5 makes more sense. A5, A4. Let's do like rabbit hole digging. Let's see if I see the end goal and if I like it. I like it on the other side. So there's A5, Queen B3, A4, Queen B4, Rook E6, Queen B1. Why did Queen B1? Rook C8, Queen D1. A lot of queen moves. I think that humans do not do this. Maybe develop, maybe. But why not Queen? Okay. Makes no sense. A3, King H1, Queen C8. Alright, the other line is Queen B6. We talked about. Takes an E3. Knight takes D5. Queen B1. This is actually making me nervous with the bishop and the queen in the same line. Human says, my sense is that it's not doable. Queen G6, Queen B3, which is really random. Queen B3 is random. I think that people not do this. Rook C5, A4, Knight D2, Queen D1. Again, queen moves galore for the computer, but I don't think that people will play this way. This is like optimal. They have to play this, let's say, twister moves the queen. If they have to do that one, then that is really good for us. So why do we do Queen G6 in the first place? What's the point? What's the point of this one? So let's say if they do this one, and white goes somewhere was Lila says what I should do. Let's give it some time. Says Queen B3. Let's say they don't do Queen B3. Let's say Queen B3 is the only move. So let's say, that's the thing that maybe this is a point. So the thing is that Queen G6 for some reason makes it dizzy for white. This is the only move. Any other moves is actually clearly better for black. So if they take on E3 now, then we have what? This is the point. Knight E5, and this is a actual travesty. So any other move is losing. All right. So let's fill the board and have Leela's hidden. What I do is white, and everything is losing besides this one. Let's say A4. What's Leela gonna retort after A4? A4 says, okay, Queen C2 is actually -2, and black is just absolutely killing white. Okay, and okay, I don't see the point. I'll take in B5. I'll take in B5. Queen F2. Oh, this is a point. All right. So let's say if they go this one, they go strategically. They go strategically something like King H1. Knight C5. Texting E5. Rook E5. AB5. AB5. B5. Okay. This is all right. This is terrible. So yeah, basically, case in point, there's absolutely no moves except for. All right, so basically, I would say that forces. Let's say forces white to play the only move, or else black is winning. Just make it that so bluntly. Black is winning if they don't play the only move. That's a cool thing. That maybe this is why we're going for. So let's say if they do the only move, Queen B3. Let's say if they do the miracle move, Queen B3. That makes no sense. If they do the miracle move, how do we continue here? So yeah, that's the point. If we make them play the only move, and they have to find the only move, then that is what we want. There's a lot of things that they can do to trip themselves up, and we just win. So this is a cool thing that we can actually make a video about. Like this one, the Queen E6, that makes some sense, but it forces, for some reason, that white has to make an only move because the Queen. Okay, also they can make an arrow. Why this is the Queen C2 entrance is actually the point. This is a Queen C2 entrance is actually the point. So. Queen B3, defending against C2. All right, defends C2 from the black queen. Because if they go Queen C2, then if we go Queen C2, then we just win every possible conceivable variation. Okay, and Rook C5. Okay, Rook C5 makes some sense. Rook C5. All right. A4. A4 makes sense. A4. Knight E2. It's debating between two moves, knight d2 and rook ec8, doubling up the c file. Let's have a think about these things. No rushing the research. We can't afford it. So yeah, Keith, are you still here? Or you have gone? Hopefully you're still here. But if not, well, it's nice to see you. And in any case, it's always nice to see my version only member of the channel. VIP. Alright. But yeah, Sunday I'll be streaming at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Then also on Tuesday, every Tuesday I have a regular upload of a video. And this one is on Monday, like Tuesday, it'll be for Young Prodigy versus Canada Master. And he was truly winning, and you just got to see the video to see how the game went. So he played really well, the Prodigy did. So, okay, we have 47 minutes in the stream, so basically almost an hour and 15, like a little bit less than an hour and 15 minutes to go for the stream. So that'll be good. So let's do this one. So, all right. 92 rookie C8. It's like negligible. Let's look at the things. 92, 21, where's takes you 3? Oh, takes an E3. Nice E4. Nice E4. Bishop 2. Works E5. Okay, all these things being equal, black is actually good. Black is actually good. Rook to E4. Alright, now rook to E4. Rook to E5 is refusing the trade. Right, makes sense to attack the pawn on G2. And we have an extra pawn, by the way. So, queen D8 check. King A7. Rook E8. It's a little bit scary looking, but we do queen G2. Rook G2 rather. King H1. King H1. Because if this one is not going to be doable because 92 things, right? 92 things. Yes, and then this one, King E2, Queen C2. Alright. This is devastating. So that's why King H1 only move. Queen G5. Alright. Often trade queens. Or say. Yeah. Okay. Nice covering, defending both squares. Alright. The rook's defending that square. Alright. 24. King H5. Whoa. There's a lot of exclams. Defend the pawn, the bishop. Alright, so that's the long-winded variation we have. This one. Let's go back. And this is very, very in-depth analysis. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, knight B1. H3. And then we go G4. We have this all like, okay, black has a bishop pair. And the A3 line we talked about. G castles, okay, castles. Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, we talked about this one just now. So save. All right, let's move on. So H3 is completed. So let's do A3. Okay. Okay, we had to complete this one. 26. Wow. This is weird. So maybe it's a look this over the Eugene. Oh yeah, this is the Eugene look over line. Yeah, that's the thing. Eugene look over line. Yeah, that's why. This is why we have to look at this one. Castles. One. for this one. Alright. Okay, let's see if there's any continue from here. Things, notations. I'm sure they are. Lots of them. Looking up. Look, Eugene. Look, Eugene. Continue from here. Alright, there's Bishop B5 line. This is a continue from here. Alright. We noted. So let's have Leela think, and I'll put this water bottle and plate from my brunch away. Think about Leela. Think about it for all French FS players like me. Okay. Alright, I'm back. What is Leela determining here? Line. Bishop B7. Bishop B7. So Leela says nothing of the sort. Black has a good standing. So let's let it think a little bit more. This not 92. That's just three other. So let's have to think a little bit more. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna have my dog go outside. So I'll go outside with my dog. My dog. All right. So, hey, good morning to you. Hey. Yep. Hi. Let's go outside. Let's go outside. Have fun outside. You and me. You and me. Let's go outside. While Leela's thinking about things, I'll take you outside and we'll have fun and have fun. Let's do it. Alright, I'm back, guys. Need to cut my coat off and my shoes off, and I'll look at the lines I believe I was talking about, and we'll go in depth. Alrighty. It says it loves h6, which makes no sense. Maybe just defending against bishop b5 things, but where to go? Where to go with that one? Alright, h6. Possible sense in having it go bishop f4 instead of the usual bishop b7, bishop b5, knight g3. Okay, let's have it like go with this one. So it's only 4 games. So let's see. Let's cancel this out. So bishop b7 makes sense to me. Bishop f4, h4. So what do people play? h4, probably, right? Mostly play h4. One person plays f4 in the database. Between 4 games, 3 bishop h4, 1 bishop f4. So bishop h4. c6 is really committal. It's debating between c6 and takes in d3 with the knight. Hey Joshua, loving the stream. I'm a huge fan of this game. Let's play together soon. Add me Discord. Oh, cool. Cool. Nice to see you, Josh Wade. Alrighty, very good. So Josh Wayne, just Wine. Okay. But yeah, if you're still here, Josh Wine, you can join the Discord that I have, so we can actually have it even easier to have you play me and talk to me and things like that. So I'll invite you. So if you want to, or Josh, anybody can join the Discord, I can see you easier there. So that way we can connect, play games, train, have fun. Join the Discord I have, and yeah, we can go from there. Let's go back to this thing. It says it's unshapeably going c6. It's basically there's no way to go with the bishop, except for like usual things. Castles. Let's see this one. Okay, there's a3 and f3. So let's do a3 because 2 people play this one. And they have these results in one. Knight takes d3. Queen d3, right? Queen d3? Yeah, queen d3. Makes a lot of sense. Bishop b7. So where we go. It basically transposes into lines. Castles kingside or queenside, I could do both. Let's do this one and this one too. Let's do castle queenside. It's not good because b5. Woohoo. Makes sense to me. Rook h1. a5. Okay, debated between castles and a5. Let's let it debate. Let's let it debate. Let's let it debate a little bit. Canva. See all. Let's see. What? Okay. Well, this one. Don't want to have a background mover. Let's see. Alright, and don't need to worry about this one at all. Okay. So we have 57 minutes left. 56 minutes left pretty much. Then we just turned on the episode and we'll continue on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern and at 10 a.m. Pacific time for people like Keith, awesome first and only member of this channel. So yeah, let's see what Leela says. He'll do it. A5 is exactly what I was thinking of. A5 is crushing. Knight G3, Knight G3. Wow, Knight G3 is castles. Okay, they go Knight H5. Fascinating. B4. Knight A4. Knight A4. Okay. Knight A4. Taking an E7, right? Yeah. Queen takes E7. F3. Let's say F3. Queen G5 check. Okay, Queen G5 check is purely scooping up. Knight C3 back. That's forward. Takes an E3. F5. F3. Oh, F5, F3. What's the point? There's this one. The knight. Queen G5. Okay, Queen G5 again. A scapegoat move. Queen A3. Takes me there. Rook C3. F4. Ah, see. Black is better with an easier game. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do castles now. King side. Castle king side. Not the queen side, but the king side. The castle king side, we go castles. This is kind, right? A5 is looking random. This is castles. Rook E1. So this is the point where you have to have rubber meet the road, and we have the bishop pair, but how do we utilize it effectively? Rook E8. Knight D1. Okay. History is making sense. Bishop E6. Bishop E6. Knight E4. Bishop E7. Knight F E2. Let's see if there's other moves and then this. That's fine. But, trading the bishops off at least one pair makes the bishop pair not even a thing. I don't like that one. So maybe we just look at this, have it think about things, options. Is that the only move? It's like online database. No, it's novelty territory, and nobody's put this in the database. Maybe in Lichess database, but not in the, let's say, chess-based database. So let's have it think. I don't like this castles. This looks dull, lifeless. I'm not a fan. Okay, let's go back to this one. All right, castle's in A5. It's like I gotta have Eugene look this one. It's like dull, dull, dull. All right, Eugene, relook. Gotta have Eugene look this one. You gotta have it. You gotta do it. All right. So, is any other? Let's say continue from here. Things I'm sure there are. There are continue from here things. Oh, a lot of Eugene relooks. Finish from here. Okay, finish from here. Okay, this one. Finish from here. Okay, it goes this way. Right. Okay. Let's do all the like housekeeping. Before rook at D8. Why is queen before a move? Oh, I can go on. So if you could go get your bishop to a6 diagonally, how b65? You talking about this one here? This one? So that's you're talking about this one here, Keith. So all right, so how to get bishop on a6 diagonal? So basically, yeah, the bishop can go to a6. So yeah, you're talking like I think I haven't seen this message here. Is it for like context is here or no? All right, that was probably another line. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Finally, okay, so a few lines to go. Okay, no problem. We're just doing this one thing at a time. But I just resort to every line is just like Eugene, my grandmaster coach. Look at this one, and he'll be giving the let's say his input. So bishop e7, and then what does white do? Rook e g1 is normal, and then castle's right. Castle. Knight 5. All right, hold on. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I did just need to get things in my for lunch. My dad had a colonoscopy, so basically they had to jump by McDonald's along the way because it's so crazy and hectic. So things like that. So Rook A6 does not make sense to me. Rook A6 is defending the pawn, but it's really oddly placed. So let's do Rook A6 because the Leela says it's got to be the only move. So let's do it. All right, the network is six, which is odd. Why? That's why I made it think for so long. So it makes no sense to me. Right. If yeah, makes sense. Hmm. Twisted Seven, they like I don't know why. So maybe there's purpose to this. This is my thing that I play. Yeah. Let's see what the Leela says here. right, let's do bishop d6 or bishop b4. Bishop b4 is like stick with things because it can just transpose in things. All right, line. Okay. Bishop b2, b2. Sometimes they go bishop b5. Sometimes they go bishop d3. Sometimes do knight f3. Sometimes they go queen at f3. Okay, so b3, queen 2. H3. All right, H3 here. All right, let's see. Almost 20 minutes. So I'm trying to do the research and thorough research. So maybe this thing will be on Sunday as well to like conclude other things. Castles. All right, castles maybe. Yeah. Hmm. Right. I did already. That's fine. Right, let's do little says go 25. Right, makes sense to me. 25 can be right. Let's see. Let's just keep going on this one. We have five. Here. Here. All right. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on Sunday at 1 p.m. and 10 a.m. Pacific time. So see you then, and have a good rest of your weekend. See you guys Sunday. Take care now.